This assessing information needs presentation is a source for helping someone make decisions regarding future information needs. Our decision maker in this situation is a 21-year-old woman going into the summer before her senior year of college. From here on out, she will be referred to as our decision maker. These are decisions that the decision maker is going to be making on issues affecting her up to 6 months from now. The decisions she is facing are: how much studying should she do in order to prepare for her next week's midterms, how and where she should spend her summer break from school, and where is she going to live next year during the school year. These decisions are listed in order of importance according to our decision maker. This method will allow for us to assess the decision maker's information needs and form a resource allocation plan. First step includes identifying the issues that need to be addressed by the decision maker. For this presentation, these issues were depicted through the questions on the previous slide. In any organization, these issues should be identified by the experts and organizational leaders of that particular company in order to address the most important needs specifically. The next step includes identifying the information that is needed to solve the pertinent issues. This information needed is then collated and sorted into different general categories. The purpose of this taxonomy is to put related pieces of information together so that one can see if there is a need for a piece of information across all decisions that need to be made. This taxonomy of information items is then reviewed by the decision maker. Her job is to then rate the importance of each piece of information in the overall goal of correcting the organization's issue. Both the decision maker and an expert within the organization independently rate each general category of information. The scale they use ranges from 1 to 7, with 7 being crucial. Also, the rating 0 is used for information that does not affect the decision in any form. In the end, the data is analyzed to form a resource allocation plan for data collection and storage. This graph represents the general categories of information the decision maker needs in order to make their decision. The categories listed as information items include time, location, financial cost, opportunity cost, necessity, effort, enjoyment, safety, family and friends, and quality of life. This graph also represents the different ratings that both the decision maker and the organizational expert assign to each category for each separate question that needs to be answered. Once the different ratings are allocated, the analysis needs to be made in order to form a resource allocation plan. The average and range are then calculated to deduce the priority that should be assigned to each general category. There are 3 different priority levels which indicate how important that category of information is to answering the issues identified. If the category has a high average and a low range, it is categorized as an essential factor, here including time, location, opportunity cost, necessity, and effort. If the category has a low average and a high range, it is categorized as a periodic factor, here including enjoyment and safety. If the category has a high average and a high range, it is categorized as a rapid factor, here including financial cost. It is important to note that both the categories family, friends, and quality of life had a low average and a low range, and therefore do not fit into any priority type, and therefore are not relevant to the decisions that need to be made. Benefits. This method strategically identifies what is important to the decision maker. It focuses the decision maker to look at relevant information to make her decisions and reject the irrelevant information. It can focus on multiple tasks at one time. It quantifies qualitative data. It separates needs from wants. And improvements that can be made are more experts deciding the issues that need to be addressed, which will specialize this process more towards one organization.